I'm Jacqueline Ward. I'm with the C4 Group. This is one of my partners, Themo Rodriguez. You met Steve Adams out at the sign-in table. And then our affiliate partner, who's a real estate broker, is Andre Jones. And we have been working with John for some months because we've been talking about revitalizing commercial corridors, and specifically if we have a property owner that has wonderful space and that's engaged in their property, we want to be able to introduce them to some really good tenants or some potential business partners to lease their space. John will talk more about some of the building amenities and the collaboration he wanted to have with everybody. I just wanted to let you guys know when you came in and signed in, there were some packets on the table, primarily talking about this particular community, Avenues West, this building, the SOHI building, but then also we have our packet, the C4 Group, along with a document that talks about resources, business resources, so startup companies, when you're trying to either look for financing or additional funds to build out your space, that kind of thing, business assistance. In the C4 Group, we also do business assistance. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to let John talk a little bit about the neighborhood and why it's really important to be located right here in this particular building.
Okay, all right. You want to sit down?
No, I'm good. I've been sitting all day.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to stand too. So.
Okay. Well, I first found this neighborhood in 1987, and I found a boarded up apartment building 4 blocks away from here at 31st and Kilbourne. And we did a historic renovation of the building. I was never in this business, and I just kind of learned more about the neighborhood, and the more I found out, the really better I felt about it, even though a lot of people didn't maybe feel so good about the neighborhood. And the reason is because I started looking at the market and looking at where it was and thinking about what could happen here given what's happened, you know, given mainly the market and the location. So I chose to be here, and in 2005 we meaning a neighborhood plan that a bunch of stakeholders and residents and consultants were involved in, we came up with a Near West Side master plan. And this street, 27th Street, we decided to call it the SOHI district. And it is the traditional downtown of the Near West Side. And what we wanted to do was revitalize it, because we thought, given all the economic activity that was occurring around here, if we could get this street to take off, the neighborhood would kind of be complete. And it would be complete for the people who live here or want to live here or might be attracted to live here, for the people who work here, and there's a lot of them, and for the people who are passing through. And there's a lot of them too. And so I felt that even though maybe some people felt that this neighborhood wasn't that great, that it had more potential than any other neighborhood. And property could be acquired for maybe a more reasonable price. You know, like another place that someone could go, like in your businesses, would be the 3rd Ward, but the cost of entry is a lot higher, you know. And this, I think this has nowhere to go but up. You know, maybe that's going up, but probably not as fast. So what I'm shooting for, and what I'd like to work with my tenants on, is having businesses that would be profitable and would grow, but maybe grow at sort of a controlled pace so that they feel more secure. And that's kind of where I'm coming from. So I looked at 4 factors, and they're right there on the wall: market, location, style, and support. And the first one I looked at is market, because if you don't have market, you don't have anything, because you got to have people that are going to buy your goods and services, you know. And so I looked at the retail market, and I'm going to give you some information about the retail market. What I did is I wanted to compare it to another emerging neighborhood in Milwaukee that I could tell was on the upswing. And so I chose KK and Lincoln on the south side because I could see that retail had taken off there. And so that I looked at the numbers, and the retail market right now at KK and Lincoln is about 71,577,000. That's per square mile. That's the annual retail market. At 27th and Wells, it's 81 million right now. It's just not being taken advantage of. Yep. And now let's go a little further, and I think you'll probably see why. At KK and Lincoln, the population within a 1 mile radius is 20,266. At 27th and Wells, the population is 30,460. But that's not the real reason. That's part of it. The businesses within a 1 mile radius of KK and Lincoln are 540. At 27th and Wells, they're 926. The employees within a 1 mile radius of KK and Lincoln are 6,200, 17,000 at 27th and Wells. And the traffic, the daily traffic's about tied. KK and Lincoln has 19,000, we have 20,000. So that, we have business from our residents, we have business from our businesses and their employees, and we have business from the people passing through. So those combine to make our market bigger than theirs a little bit. But we're not taking advantage of it, you know. Right now on the street, what we're selling mostly is beer, cigarettes, and lottery tickets. But the people that work in these businesses and that pass through here, they want quality stuff. So that's what I'm looking for. Also, if you look at those 900 businesses, where are their offices? A lot of them are they're big businesses, some of them, and they're owner-occupied, or they're working out of their houses. There's not that much nice rental office space around here. So that's why we chose to do the upper floors with rental office. And that takes me to location now. We talked about market. Now let's talk about location. If you've got people coming to your publishing house or to visit with you, your clients, maybe they live in Wauwatosa or Fox Point or downtown in the 3rd Ward, they can get here in no time because we're four blocks away from I-94. They can come here from Madison or Chicago, and parking is easier here, really. And they can come here on Wisconsin Avenue, which is Milwaukee's main street. And 27th Street is the longest running north-south street in Milwaukee County, probably in the state, with the most traffic. So not only that, but look at this map here. The location, see, there's downtown, 4 minutes away by car.
Right.
Here's where we are, right about here. This is the SOHI district. SOHI means south of Highland. That's 27th Street from I-94 to Highland. And we're the SOHI building. We're right here. There's Wisconsin Avenue, there's I-94, there's 27th Street. Even Wells Street has a fair, if we look at those cars driving along there on Wells Street, count the BMWs. You know, there's quite a few. You know, they're not all, there's people with money coming through here all the time.
Right.
So that's the location end of it. And the style, you know about style, right? You know? And you know, I was telling the people that came by this morning that my kids say, you know, somebody's dressed pretty nice, they're styling, right?
Mhm.
And I told them, I said, this building is styling.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It
And,
is.
but not only is it cool, it's gonna be cool 10 years from now and cool 20 years from now, because it's kind of a classic design. And that's what we were shooting for. And also what we did is the water supply, this building was built in 1915. And the mechanical systems were pretty well shot. The structure needed help. We redid the whole outside of the building. We reworked the structure. We went from a 3/4 inch water line to a 6-inch water line, went out into 27th Street, put a new water line in. The building's fully sprinkled. It's got 1200 amps 3-phase, so you can probably operate a lot of sewing machines
Well, yeah.
on that, or computers or whatever you want, And we've got a couple of providers of bandwidth here if we want. So the building has got the style, and the last thing is support. We have a bid here. We're right in the middle of the Business Improvement District for the Avenues West Association. We have the Avenues West Association behind us. The city, they were here this morning, wanting to know what they could do to help. Marquette's right down the street.
Right.
Miller, right over there. Harley is right over there. The Menominee Valley is right adjacent to us. That's taken off. New jobs are coming in. And I have my office right next door. So if something's not working right, you can come and get me. You know where to find me. And you can check up on me too.
You said next door, you're talking about.
In that house.
Oh, right. That's what I
Oh, is that right?
house, yeah.
Yeah.
That's your house?
It's not where I live, but it's where I have my office.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just redid that,
Yeah,
didn't they?
Oh, Well, we redid. Yeah, we spent some money on it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then I figured that if I was going to do this project, I needed to be here, so I
Right.
put my office in here.
That's great.
So anyhow, that's kind of the deal. So I can take you around and show you stuff.
Yeah.
How's that?
Right.
Okay.
It's gonna be the one in the battery here.
Yep.